Good afternoon. We're going to talk about the Great Migration. A lot of social things happened after World War One, and since it's Black History Month, we're going to talk about the Great Migration of blacks from the South to the North, and we're going to talk about the factors that caused this. Um, what was the factors of the largest scale movement of thousands of Southern blacks to the North? Well, still in the South at this time, there was racial discrimination. So the blacks felt that if they moved to the North, that it would be less racial discriminations for them to live or to get jobs. So this was one of the reasons why blacks moved to the North, was to leave racial discriminations behind in the South. Then also in the South had this large boll weevil infection that affected their cotton fields. So with the cotton fields totally destroyed and everything, there was no jobs for blacks to work in the cotton fields. So this was another reason for the blacks to migrate to the North, was to find jobs due to the fact that the cotton fields at the South this time had been destroyed by boll weevils infestation. Also, the North had more jobs opportunity. Henry Ford at this time had opened his Ford assembly line in Detroit, Michigan for blacks in 1914. So you had a lot of blacks migrate to Chicago, to New York, to St. Louis, and also to Detroit to work in factories. You had the drop of European immigrations due to the fact that Europeans could not get out of Europe to come to the United States to work anymore. So this increased the job opportunities for blacks in steel mills, ammunition plants, and stockyards. Because before the war, you had most Europeans coming over to work in steel mills in Pennsylvania, in Ohio, some in New York, ammunition plants. You had people working the stockyards in Chicago. So they migrated to the United States for these jobs. But during World War One, they were unable to do any type of immigration, so that's why these jobs were available to blacks. What I want you to do, I want you to think about, you have now blacks that are migrating back to the South. So I want you to think, do you know anybody in your family that went north, or their family went north during this time period of the Great Migration, and now have migrated back to the South to live? So I want you to do a 2-page report, double-spaced 12 font, of this individual or family that has moved back from the North to the South. And if you know the reason why, please put that in your report. Do some research, ask the family member why did they move back from the North to the South now during this time period, and turn that in Friday to me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.